So as I say, he's trying to make it up to his family, so he organises a family meal at the bistro, at Nick's Bistro, and basically no one turns up. So I think he's a bit heartbroken about that, because he was really trying, and he goes for a walk to kind of clear his head, and he has a really nasty encounter with some muggers, and kind of things are flipped on their head and things change.
You basically get confronted by some muggers, and they want what?
I think as general muggers do, they want what's the checklist? They want your phone, your watch if you have a nice one, your money. What else have I not mentioned?
But
wallet.
So you decide to not give it all up.
I think he's in the mood where he's not willing to. I think he does give him his phone, but when they ask for his wallet, he actually stands up for himself and says no, quite stupidly, because I think there's 3 or 4 of them. He's not in the right headspace. You know, if you're in the right headspace, you go, yeah, fine, take it, let's leave it there. But he took the wrong decision, and he gets very, very badly beaten up, and you know that bad he's in hospital for, I think it's a week or at least 4 or 5 days, and his face is a mess.
We were just lucky enough to see some excerpts from those scenes, especially when you took the bandage off the dressing. It's not a pretty sight.
No, I mean, it's not. You've got to put yourself in your headspace that this has happened to you. You know, you're trying to give it your all and playing the character, and it was really weird looking in the mirror and seeing all this horrible scarring. I think the audience are going to be quite a bit shocked, and it's a bit like you don't want to look at it, and that's how I felt. So I'm sure that's how the audience will feel.
Right. And how long did it take in makeup to get that authentic-looking injury?
It's the guy who did it, Davy Jones. I worked with him 10 years ago on Doctor Who, because I was in the revival in 2005. So I'd worked with him a little bit already. But he's an amazing guy. He's got a studio in Liverpool, and he came up with these prosthetics and stuff like this. He's a really, really, really creative guy, and it took him. It's about an hour and a half, 2 hours, to get the full kind of stuff on. After the immediate attack, that's when it's at its most sort of greatest, and then kind of as the episodes go on, it whittles down to just a scar.
Right, and that's going to be permanent.
Yeah, it's going to be a permanent thing for the character. Basically, you know, every time he looks in the mirror, I think personally that's karma. That's his bad deeds have come back to him personally.
But Todd looks on it as basically being a victim of his family not turning up to the bistro.
I think, yeah. I think he's looking at the glass half empty. I think he's doing that at the moment. And yeah, he does ultimately blame his family. But I think there's scenes where Tracy Barlow comes round and tells Todd to stop being so stupid and that scars are sexy. And that gets him out of the house.